Welcome to the Barnet and Southgate NextGen Games Video and Animation, NextGen Games Design, Animation and VFX course webinar. Before we talk about this fantastic course that we offer here at Barnet and Southgate College, we'd like to show you a short film.
Hi, I'm Tom Box, co-founder of Blue Zoo Animation Studio, and I am proud to welcome you to NextGen AIM Qualifications Level 3 Extended Diploma in Games, Animation and VFX Skills. NextGen is built on a foundation of industry engagement. The course was created in 2014 to meet the skills needs that we, as employers and professionals, identified as being integral to success in the games, animation and VFX industries. I sit on the NextGen Employer Steering Group. This is a group of industry professionals that helped develop the qualification. And we meet regularly to review the course and its content, and our staff support the course by providing masterclasses, studio visits when they're allowed again, and other industry engagement opportunities. Between us, the Employer Steering Group have created games like Total War, Sackboy: A Big Adventure, Watch Dogs, Forza Horizon, and films like Pokemon Detective Pikachu, Alita Battle Angel, Blade Runner 2049, and the Avengers films. And also TV shows like The Adventures of Paddington and Number Blocks, to name a few. We won numerous BAFTA Film, TV and Games Awards, Oscars and Tigger Awards, and we are fully committed to supporting you throughout your studies.
Hi, my name's Amy and I'm the Head of Talent at Framestore. Framestore is a visual effects and digital content studio with offices all around the world. We work on every kind of screen available. So we work for film, for TV, for VR and AR, for theme parks, for mobile, for web, you name a screen, and we produce digital content and images for it. The NextGen qualification represents exactly the kind of skills that we as employers are looking for, partly because it was developed by industry, but also because industry work really closely with your tutors and your course leaders to make sure that the knowledge you are getting is the most up-to-date industry knowledge, that you're getting that combination of technical and artistic skills, but also that you're developing your personal and team working skills, which are also hugely vital to these industries.
Hi, I'm Marcia and I'm the Games Partnership Director here at NextGen Skills Academy. I have worked in the games industry for over 20 years, working on many games you would have heard of, so like Hitman and Tomb Raider and many, many more that disappeared without a trace. I'm here to tell you a little bit about the course. The course was developed by leading games, animation and VFX employers, and the one thing that they wanted to do was to ensure that students coming out and coming into the industry had a fair chance and had the right skills that employers actually need. So all of the units on the programme have been developed and mandated by industry, so you can be very sure that everything you learn is key to a career in the games, animation and VFX industry. We'll take you through all of the different production processes from inception of an idea all the way through to getting into the hands of the consumer. So that will cover things such as concept art, programming, storyboarding, shooting video and integrating CGI, traditional art skills, teamwork and project management.
One of the best things about the NextGen course is that if you put in the work, you will come out the end of it with a fully formed portfolio, and that will be hugely valuable to you moving forward, whether it's because you want to apply to higher education, in which case you can submit your portfolio as part of that application and it will really help you get into the school of your choice. But also it gives you the option of applying directly to industry if that's something that you would prefer to do. There are many apprenticeships and other entry-level opportunities in the industry that will require you to apply with a portfolio of work.
work hard, do work at home, watch a lot of YouTube videos, and some people on YouTube with like channels on Maya, Unreal are so helpful. And you'll see YouTubers say, oh, watch YouTube videos, and you're like, no, just come help me, just do it for me. And you're like just learn it yourself. It'll be so helpful in the long run, because one little thing you'd be like, oh, I'm never going to use this again. Guaranteed you'll use it like a million different times, and YouTube won't be there to do it for you every time. Like that was one big thing for me, learning how to research and do things myself.
The key advice that I would give to you as you start on the NextGen qualification is to focus as hard on the subjects that perhaps you're not as strong at, or perhaps you don't enjoy as much, as you do on the subjects that you really enjoy and really feel that you excel at. And the reason is that these industries really do have a combination skill set of the technical and artistic. And obviously some people are more at one end than the other, and that's absolutely fine. But having some artistic skills if you're a coder, or having some Python skills if you're an artist, will really, really, really help you progress your career and help you move up the ladder. So definitely spend time focusing on the subjects that you think, oh, I'm not so good at this, because it really will stand you in good stead moving forward.
Just take in as much information as you possibly can. Try and be open-minded as well. I know not everyone wants to study 3D modeling, not everyone wants to study animation, but just genuinely be open-minded about it, because I didn't really want to do the animation, but when I had a masterclass and we did like lip syncing, it was so fun. It was amazing. So I definitely say one of the key points starting is be open-minded and take notes.
As you start studying with NextGen, remember, it's all about learning through experimentation, having fun, and collaborating with your peers. There are no shortcuts apart from practice, practice, and more practice. But we want you to enjoy the course, be inspired to work hard, and take all the opportunities available to progress and refine your skills. We believe students like you are the next generation of talent in our industries, and we know the amazing work and creativity you are capable of. By studying with NextGen, you have already given yourself the very best start to your journey, and we can't wait to follow your progress over the next 2 years and beyond. Welcome to NextGen.
So what we want to talk about now is the actual course structure. So the course, the NextGen course is 3A level equivalent, and the program of learning is delivered through specialist project briefs that develop skills, competencies and talent within the gaming industry. Sanya, if I'd like to hand over to you, if you could give us a breakdown.
Yeah, thank you, Alison. I am going to share my screen with the presentation I have that will walk us through some very important points and the most usual sort of discussed things for any potential learners wanting to join the course. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video. It is very informative. So this course in particular is a collaboration between NextGen, AIM and Barnet and Southgate College. It's a level 3 extended diploma in games animation, games design, animation and VFX. As Alison said earlier, and we had to go through a very rigorous approval process to be accepted onto this diploma, to deliver this diploma. And obviously you will have tutors that are experienced and that are passionate about what they're doing. And we deliver the course in collaboration with NextGen, and I will go through into detail as to what that entails. And in my opinion, and I am obviously the course leader, and I am a bit biased, but I have delivered many different courses from many different awarding bodies, and I definitely feel that they have absolutely, nailed the idea of, trying to get the students to learn all the skills and have all the sort of fundamental knowledge in order to be successful in any of these industries. So I feel that is the best possible. If your interest lies in any of these three industries, then obviously this is definitely one of the best courses that you could do in order to progress into your or you know, start your career. So NextGen, as you've heard elaboratively in the video that we've just seen, is a company that was set up by government in collaboration with different major players in these industries across the UK, which is absolutely a growing sector with a growing skill gap and shortages that obviously needed addressing. And that is why, you know, this company was put together, and this diploma was put together in order to meet all these requirements of the industries, to get more skilled people into work sooner rather than later. So via NextGen, we get a lot of live streams, seminars, pre-recorded masterclasses, obviously put together by industry professionals and, you know, very high industry people. So a lot of resources, a lot of work experience. At the moment, we are working on a NextGen challenge where the students create spaceships based on a particular brief, and there is a wide collaboration between all the colleges that are NextGen providers within the UK. So it's all industry relevant and industry delivered content. So it's all very current and very adequate for what you're studying. You should join this course because these industries are growing three times faster than any other industries, and they are sort of skills that you can use wherever you are in the world. And indeed, there will be opportunities to travel around the world and work for obviously different companies around the world, if that's what you obviously wish to do. It's very much in demand, and it's projected that there will be 1 million new jobs by 2030. It's a fast changing environment. However, obviously these foundation skills that you're going to learn here are going to give you a start better than any other course that you might enroll onto. 1 in 11 jobs at present are in the creative industries, and the average wage is higher than in the other industries. I'm just going to sort of go through quickly through what the specific sort of components are, just so you get some sort of visualization as to what you're going to study. So in the first year, that's the part that's marked with 111 at the beginning of the form. So in year 1, you will have art fundamentals, core principles of games design, fundamental animation skills, product programming, maths and logic, VFX fundamentals, as well as big chunk is 3D tools. So the whole sort of point of the course is for the first year to sort of get all these fundamental skills and get the fundamentals or the basics and the, you know, the most important elements and skills of these different areas. And then in the second year, you've got emerging technologies, images and sounds, production management, story playboarding, and as well as working in the games animation and VFX industries. So those are the components in the first and second years. And this is assessed via your portfolio in the first year, as well as one written assignment. And you also have one exam in the first year, as well as in the second year, together with a case, with a synoptic project and a research report. So those are the components and how are you assessed within the course. And the progression route, obviously, this is, as Alison said, a 3A level equivalent course, and it has UCAS points, and by far the biggest majority of students will progress on to higher education at any of the best universities in the UK for these sectors. Some might want to go straight into apprenticeship or straight into work, and or do a different level course, obviously, afterwards. A little bit about the entry requirements. So 5 GCSEs at C or above, including English and Maths, or a level 2 diploma with a distinction and merit in animation, creative media, or any related subject area, as well as a teacher's reference, obviously. You can sign up by by applying on the college website. You will then be invited to attend an interview. And obviously, upon successful interview, you will be given conditional offer. Yeah, there's some other, if you want to sort of look into further into what sort of careers or job roles are there in the games design, animation, and VFX industries, I've put up here some career maps with the different job roles in the different departments and areas of within the sectors of games, and then animation and the visual effects industries. So if you want to sort of have a bit more of a nose around as to what your career path be, then obviously you can have a look at these as well. And yeah, if you have any questions, you can always email me at sanyamihailovic@barnettsouthgate.ac.uk. You can also obviously contact Alison or the college direct.
Thank you, Sanya. That was brilliant. Very comprehensive about the whole of the course. Is there any questions that anybody would like to ask? I did see some flashing up in below earlier on, but they're going to come through onto their question box, and we're going to ask Chris if you wouldn't mind reading them for us, and then
we've got one question in the chat box. Ali's asked if this course isn't. So is this course for beginners, or is it more for more experienced? Like, do you have to come with a previous qualification, or is this course for beginners?
So the previous qualification that you need is 5 GCSEs at C or above, or equivalent, obviously. So it's a fundamentals course. You do not have to have any prior animation, visual effects, or games design experience. This course is for you to learn that, but you do need to have a C or above in English and Maths, as well as, you know, several other GCSEs.
And a passion.
Does that answer your question?
And a passion
of course,
for wanting to do games. If that, you know, this is targeted at that specific area. So we have students that come through to these courses that may have done level 2 animation as they're coming through, so they will have some skills with animation. You know, but it's open, and on this course you do learn all of the skills, which is what Sanya's gone through with you.
Okay, no more questions at the moment. Any frequently asked questions? So this is a 2-year course, right?
It is it's a 2-year course. A lot of the frequently asked questions is a lot of what Sanya's actually told you in the PowerPoint is, you know, what level is the course equivalent to? Well, it's 3A levels. Any of the courses that we have within the creative industries department, what they're taking you on a journey of learning skills, process, techniques, so that by the time you've gone through the first year, you will have learned and explored with lots of different things. It gives you a full breadth of different kind of processes and that you might take or interest. I think and then you would then specialize maybe in a particular area in the second year. So the idea is the journey that it's taking you through is building and developing skills that you've learned. And then in the second year, again, building upon those, you're constantly putting a portfolio together, which
From
is
day
what
one.
is from day one. Yeah, everything that you do, and you're refining that and building upon it. But everything that you do is building that portfolio for progression, as Sandy said, whether it's through into higher education. Within our area, we have 91%, or actually 94% of our level 3 students progress onto prestigious higher education courses, so that it's really, you know, the courses are designed to get them through to that next level, and that's a pathway that they want to take. But some obviously take apprenticeship or employment routes. And what's really fantastic about this particular course is it's the employer links that you are is part of the course. It's been written with employers and all of the companies that have been mentioned. So it's preparing you for an industry where those skills will be relevant, and that you will use and employ in your chosen career path. But yeah, sorry, Sam, did you want to add anything else to that? Or
No, that absolutely is spot on, everything you said, but majority of the briefs are written by industry professionals and professionals, and there are many master classes, professionals at the level of like everybody knows the Worms game, and there are several master classes by the person who actually designed that game, who delivers, you know, those master classes for you. And the majority of the briefs from NextGen, not the majority, all of the briefs from NextGen are written by industry professionals. So the highest possible professionals in these industries. So it's the best possible sort of first-hand experience and insight that you could possibly get.
part of the courses that we offer here at Barnet and Southgate, they're made up of 4 elements, which is the main program, which would be the games design, animation and VFX part of the course. In addition to that, then we have work experience. Work experience for this particular course is part of this experience that is provided with these industry specialists. So that is part of your study program. So it's just this rich opportunity that's really kind of here for the students who embark on the NextGen qualification.
Last year's, if I may, last year's NextGen work experience was actually with NASA. So there were NASA professionals giving feedback to the students at the end in relation to their work experience. And we also did one with a company called Furious Avocado that have done now their second game with millions and millions of downloads on the Apple and Android app stores. So there is a big element of work experience with obviously the best of the companies and professionals in the industries.
So one of the other that's 2. So the main qualification, the work experience. The third element of our study programs is English and Maths. But because the level 3 courses are asking for grade 4 or above, then you wouldn't need to do that with us, because anybody else on any of our lower level courses who hasn't achieved that, it's compulsory, you know, so that they would have to do that as study English and Maths with us. And then the 4th element of this study program is EAP. So that would be trips and visits, or speakers coming in, working with the students. There would also be pastoral support, where you are, all the students get individual tutorials with their personal tutors. But there is, and that would be to tell them how to, looking at the work, where they're at with it, things that they would need to do to improve or develop their work to achieve the higher grades, because always what we're looking to do with our students is stretch and challenge them within their study programs. So those are the elements that make up what we would call at the college a study program. But what's unique with this particular course is that there's things that are bespoke for this particular qualification, and the links that there are with industry, that you would be getting master classes and things like that to help develop the skills. So within any of our programs, there is that, you know, you would be, say, 3.5 days a week, but outside of that timetable session, there is the expectation that you would be working at least 5 hours independently, because that you know, it's a practical course as well as an academic course. So what we're trying to work with all of the students is to develop a independence, so that, you know, you are taking ownership of the work that you're producing and also setting your deadlines. So that is part of the growth process that we will be looking for you to achieve while you're with us.
And also the nature of the project is such that you might decide to, one student might decide to, you know, take the project one way, and the other student wants to do something completely different. And you know, you might want to decide to use a particular effect or feel, or, you know, a style or technique, and you will have to invest your time into researching deeper if you really want to sort of create that that effect or technique skilled. I just wanted to say, sorry, there is a question here from Sophie Woodford. And it's asking, does the course cover 2D animation? Absolutely, Sophie, it covers 2D, 3D, stop motion, traditional, and you will learn not only animation, obviously software packages like Maya, and for 3D, as well as Adobe After Effects is what they're using for 2D at the moment, and as well as Adobe Character Animator. And you're also going to be trained to use Adobe Premiere Pro, because obviously there is the visual effects element, and you will learn how the workflow between the different Adobe packages and other 3D packages, sort of how it actually all sort of ties together, and how they work between how the projects work between the different software. So hopefully that has answered your question, Sophie.
We've got one
Chris,
more
any more?
from Ali. Is this course free? Is it government funded?
If it is free to enroll on the course, if you haven't, if you've already done a level 3 qualification and you're 19 plus, then obviously there would be fees attached to it, because there is only students can only do when they're at 19, having done one level 3 qualification. If you were unsure, or if that was something that you needed to be, if you wanted to ask a question, and then we can clarify, then please send us an email, and we have our customer services team here that would be able to help with that.
Okay. Well, there's no more questions at the moment. Should I go through how to apply?
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
Okay. So let me share my screen. So when we get to so I'll put the course page in the chat box for everyone. But you'll come to this page. You can find it by going onto the Art and Design and Media Department page. And on the right-hand side where it says full-time, these are all the courses that we have in the department. And you'll see somewhere towards the bottom half, the level 3 NextGen course. So I'll click on it. And feel free to read much more about the course content, what you will study, how you'll be assessed. There's some more information here, and also to apply, you just click the orange Apply Online button. Then you'll enter a portal where you create a new account. Or if you're an existing student at the college, you'll log in, and then you'll be able to apply after a few steps. But this shouldn't take more than five minutes to do. So that's how you apply.
So once your applications have been submitted, the process then is, and people are applying for all of our courses now, you will then get notification from the customer services department acknowledging that we have your application. What we do with throughout the year with all of the applications that we receive, we actually start interviewing students from January onwards, and this happens all the way through until the very end of the year. You will be offered a time slot to come in, and that will be face to face in the college. You would be asked to bring or to give us an indication of what your predicted grades would be, and also there might be that you've been set to a written piece of work to do, why you're interested in applying for this course, what it is that you hope to get out of it. It could be that you've been asked to do some kind of produce a bit of artwork in terms of, and that would just be kind of basic drawings, just to see if you have any kind of art skills. So, and then once you have the conversation with the tutor at the interview, then there would be a place would be offered, but there would be obviously at this point, because you haven't achieved your grades, you'll be taking them, the GCSEs, until later on in the year. So the placement will be offered conditional pending grades or anything else that was discussed within that interview. And then when it comes to the point where the GCSE grades are released and everybody has the certificates, people come in and enroll in the August period, ready for September to start the courses again. We do, as I say, interview throughout the whole of the year. But what I would say is, put your applications in if you're interested for this course. But it's the process of interviewing does happen all the way through. And it's not until we get to the end of the year when, everybody kind of comes in and enrolls. So that's how the interview process takes place.
Alison, I think you just answered this, but just to double check.
Okay.
Our Lee's already applied to the course, and he's wondering
Fantastic.
what the next step is. So I think he's just applied. What?
Okay. I hope that you've had notification from our or acknowledgement of the application that you've received. The process is I'm working with the customer services at this point, so I receive all of the applications for every of the courses that we run throughout the whole area. Then I filter them out and send them to the staff members who will be conducting the interviews for. So Sanya will be interviewing for this course, other members of staff team will be interviewing for other courses that we have. So it's, if you've already sent it and you've had an acknowledgement, then it's just in the process of being put through at this point. But we generally don't start interviewing until January, which is so it's just after the Christmas period, and then we have it every other week where there are interviews that take place, and you're invited into the premises to meet the tutors. Excuse me. We have got there is an open evening tomorrow where you can come and have a look at the facilities that we have. They're fantastic facilities within the whole of the area, and hopefully you've already kind of booked to come in and see that. So then you can kind of meet the tutors face to face, actually on the premises.
Okay, thank you for that. And that's it for all the questions.
Okay, if anybody does afterwards think of, oh, I wish I'd have asked this particular question, then please do. You can either email myself or Sanya.
Shall I put in my email address in the chat box so the students have it?
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
I'll add yours as well, Alison.
All right, lovely. Yeah, we'd love to meet you, and I do hope that some of you are coming tomorrow. But this is a fantastic course. If you're into gaming, animation and visual effects, this really is one that will meet your needs in terms of skills, direction, support, industry links, masterclasses. It's a really fantastic course that we've got here at Barnet and Southgate College, and it's at the Wood Street campus.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you both.
Okay. Pleasure.
Thank you everyone for attending. And as Alison said, if you've got any questions, please do message us any time. And thank you, Alison.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.